Alright, this is Iron Bill. I'm back with another video, and this is more PvP, and I know I said I wasn't going to play Control anymore, but I do have the +1 Pentacles. My Warlock is sitting on the cusp of 1057 base power, and you got to go for your Pentacles and as much as you can, and when Crucible match makes, fairly, I don't mind playing it. It's certainly a lot better than Gambit. So I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. And the first couple of matches were awful. I mean, really awful. First match, my team completely blew out another team. The second match, we were getting completely blown out, and half my team quit. And I'm going to confess, I quit out. I'm done with being the last person in a lobby and just getting smashed by 6 other players until matchmaking brings at least one more person in. Half the team was gone, I'm gone. So, new paradigm. That being said, I think let's see, that was my second match. I had a match before this, which was okay. I mean, we won, I think, and I had something like 15 kills on it, which is fair. That's the low end of what my normal used to be. And this time, well, you'll see what happens. I'm running the Dire Promise, which I got my first few kills on, and then I leaned into the Gnawing Hunger, and I just kind of stuck with it. It was probably a mistake. I need to work with my hand cannon play a lot more, and I'm not horrible. I body shot more than I should, but in terms of actually getting my kills, I get them usually at least at the same rate that I would with an auto rifle. I don't know. I'm just more comfortable with an auto rifle. All right, so that was a dumb play on my part, and I'm not going to wind that back because, of course, a shoulder charge Titan will get you from time to time if you're not careful. But I didn't see him on the radar, and I wasn't looking for him, and I probably should have been because he was making a move before and took a turn. That usually means they're just looking for another way to get to you. All right, so what I'm working on tonight specifically is I'm trying to work on better decision making in terms of when to engage and disengage in a fight. My hand cannon is going to be good for close to mid-range, my Gnawing Hunger from mid-range to long range. And if I'm using my Gnawing Hunger and I'm starting to get owned, or even the Dire Promise, I'm just going to duck out. I'm running transversive steps, I'm running high mobility. I'm going to try to use that more than resilience to hang with a fight. And if you actually look at the numbers on that anyway, anything above 3 or maybe even 4 resilience isn't going to do you any good anyway. It's just one more shot, ultimately. That's that same Titan that shoulder charged me earlier. He didn't even fire a weapon. He just ran straight at me. Kind of amazing. So the hand cannon took him down. I mean, I got to give it that. All right, so decide to push around here, and then I forget I've got transversive steps, and I hop right over the wall. Stupid death. Dumb death. And back into the fight. Oh, by the way, Dire Promise is a lightweight weapon too, and I think that also boosts my speed. Now, another thing I'm trying to do is play around players, play around my team. And oftentimes I do silly flanks because I think if my team has the other team occupied, I might get that side shot that makes the difference. And you see 2 of us break off here, and that's exactly what we do. So we've got these guys who are focused downfield. I get 1, 2, but the crouching one, Olag VR right there, pulls me down. And good for him. Good for him. I mean, that was a good play on his part. But, I did get 2 or 1.5 anyway before it was done. That's a trade I'll have to accept. Now, I didn't know what heavy I had at the time. It was a sword. And the truth is, I'm not really playing for that anyway. I wasn't sure if he'd get away or not. He tried his best. The other guy split off to the right and got away. And I'm afraid to go jump on there on the sea because I know they've got a sniper there, and you saw it. And until there are more players up here ready to push into it, I'm not going to do it. Now, Mr. Thorn gets me again. I'm just going to move, recover, re-engage after the health comes back. My team's not really moving forward anyway. And you see, that's just better decision making there because we are peeling them down. But as my teammates get stripped out, I'm not going to hang in that fight like I normally would until I die. The numbers were turning against me. Okay, that guy was trying to sight the lane. Do you see that? If he'd been pinned to the corner that I came around, he would have killed me, but he was actually looking at where I'm at now. And he decides not to go for it again. And I decide to go for a head glitch right here. I know they're going to come for it sooner or later. They pretty much have to. Dawn Blade. Now, of late, I've been trying to shoot those down, and 2 a time, they wind up getting me. And then I think it's over. Like, we've been out of it for a while, and I'll rush back in there and die to that last blast, which is what he just threw in the hallway. That was his last hurrah. Now he's on the zone. I've got a teammate cutting to the right, but I see this guy just a little too late or react to it too late, and I'm too hurt to go in and take another shot just yet. I have to recover. Fortunately, my teammates are better players, and they were able to manage this solo player here. I come over and get a piece of it. All right, in the meantime, they're going to start making a play for A. So we got to go do something about that. And that shield he's behind it just enough I can't quite get him. I did have a grenade. I should have tossed it. Then this guy, Mr. Thorn, bleeds me out, but I shoot him out of his well, so I can't complain too much about that. If he hadn't killed me, the guy on the rooftop would have by the time the thorn poison was at me. All right, so here we go. That guy, I don't know what the plan was, but that didn't work. So that's 2 right there. And I see the guy on the left. I know he's in there. Or I don't see him, but I see him on the radar. But I want to hang in here and keep the pressure on the players trying to crowd C. I'm going to get a grenade, or I did get a grenade in there earlier. I got tapped. I'm going to have to back out. And it's probably the sniper. Because it took quite a bit of my health off. And then you see there's a guy right up there in the arch. Right, you'll see him in just a second. Right there. He's looking the other way, fortunately, and I decided to move around. Our guy there probably chased him off. And then you've got this guy, he throws a super, and I melee him and kill him. That's a trade I'll take every day, every single time, because he could have wiped our team. As closely as we're playing together, he could have wiped us all out. And, you know, if I've got to be the guy that takes the death, that's so be it. Now, this is one of the few times I came up here, and I actually got the first few shots on that gun, but that Haunted Earth took me down. And that told me right then I didn't want to get up there again against that guy, because that gun was clearly superior to my gnawing hunger. So I was going to have to take another lane to get into that situation. So I have my super, and I'm figuring, all right, you may get the zone, but I'm going to get you. And look at that super. There's a guy standing right there, and it barely touched his shield. Barely touched his shield. I do not understand how super, you know, even channeled into there, he was exposed. He should have taken splash damage at the very least, and it was like nothing hit him. So, anyway, our teammate clears him off. Our teammates clear him off. There's another guy hanging in the air just a little too long. I'm looking across because I know they're down there, and all our teammates are funneling into that one area. So I'm going to come over here and put some pressure to the left. Got a piece of that one. And we've got a super going there, and rather than go for the orbs that he's generating, I decide for some inexplicable reason to wrap around here, and that's just force of habit. Because I try to reduce my exposure as much as possible. Now I want to go up to B, but my teammate's already taken care of it. There's another guy, and I took, 5 more steps before I put a shot on him, whereas I would have killed him if I'd shot as soon as I saw him. Alright, so we know somebody's down the line here, and I move over, I'm crouching so he can't see me, and that grenade tags me. And I know he can see the numbers, so he knows I'm there, and there are multiples coming. My teammate is dead, so I'm going to put some heat on this guy, kill him, and there's a sniper up there. Now I've got a well, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it right here. Now you notice I didn't pop it out there in the open, because he could snipe me right out of that well if I'm not careful. And he is going to pursue. He's used 2 shots on me now, and I probably should have recognized that and turned around and just hand cannoned him. But yeah, was able to get enough distance that I was whipped around and put the gnawing hunger on him. Now, I like that exchange because I drug him towards my teammates, and on top of that, my feet were off the ground, and I was still able to have enough accuracy to match him, yeah, on the firepower. So that truly wasn't that bad of an exchange, and I try to get enough separation with this gun if I am being pursued that I can whip around and do some damage. Now, if I had a shotgun, obviously, if he came after me, I could make him pay for it, but I just am no good with shotguns. All right, so we lost. And that's okay. It was a close enough match. And look, I don't care if I win or lose. This was nice. This was a good, solid, everybody was in this game, sort of a match. Even the people on the bottom end, they got 10 kills. I mean, I've been in matches where I get 4, And this one, 19. Yeah, this guy up here, 6.25. That's a little obscene, but, he's the lone outlier. And it wasn't like he broke the game. 4 captures, 25 defeats. We had a guy with 25 defeats, 2.27 KD. That's a little bit more down to earth. Mine wasn't bad, 2.11. I had 5 captures. So, yeah, I wish it was like this all the time. This would be okay. Unfortunately, it's not. So, I'm not going to complain about it. I'll take what I get. I got my pinnacle tonight. It wasn't what I wanted, but oh well, You know how that goes, RNG. So I'm going to go ahead and cap it here. Thank you so much for watching. This is Iron Bill, and I'm signing out.